I am not so sure. I'm not so sure. Could actually try to connect it some other way, but whatever, I guess. Whatever, I guess, should be fine. Should be fine, right? So let's give it a go. Let's get a little bit of a walk around, shall we? Now let's check how it goes. Hello guys, hello. Doing all right, doing all right. Yeah, sorry for being a bit late. It was quite an adventure here. Getting here. It wasn't too bad actually, it wasn't that long, but yeah, like getting SIM cards and stuff. Like I should just get the SIM cards right there at the border cross, because I got 2, but I should get 3. Should get the 3rd one there too. It would be better, it would be faster, because yeah, it's also like basically like the bus from Uzbekistan border to here gets you like very far from the center. So it was like 30 minutes on the taxi, and like 30 minutes on the taxi here costs the same amount as it costs to get to Uzbekistan, pretty much. So it is actually quite expensive, and the traffic is insane, and I was waiting for the taxi driver and all that shit. So yeah, but yeah, just gonna be like 3 hours or something maximum probably, because we're gonna go through a little bit of parks. Then we're gonna go get some food here in local, apparently really cool restaurant. It's kind of expensive, that's why I also kind of, you know, was like on the budget sort of, because I didn't really take that much. And then exchange some, and it should be fine. But yeah, it will be like really precise. I should be quite precise, I guess. Otherwise I would probably like pay for that SIM card too. But I think 2 should be good enough, because here in the city I think connection is actually pretty good. Both ISPs I got, they even support 5G, but I don't have 5G on my like modems and stuff, so not gonna benefit from that. Yes, Shymkent apparently is the chess capital of Kazakhstan, as you can see. But yeah, doing good. Hello guys, hello. 10k people in year 1900s. Yeah, it is huge now, dude. It is huge. And there's the chess table there too. All right, so let's go for a bit of a walk. Now I'm alone here. I see, Gustamani, I see. The mining city, I see how it is. It does seem like it explode quite a lot. It does seem so. Nice, some of the local Omega guys here. A lot of Jali. Not sure. Jali is like the way path, I guess. Yeah, basically. The other part, not so sure. Let's go for a walk through a little bit of park. At least there's some shade here, because it is really hot. It is really hot. At least there is some of that shade. And that's kind of more on the other side. But we'll get there. Let me get the camera probably in the hands. Be better. Better control over it that way. So yeah, overall like was actually a really easy, really cheap and pretty fast way actually to get here. Like if you really want to go in this region, you can also consider like local airport and stuff too, because getting to Tashkent from here is actually not a problem at all. Very simple. Yeah, no swimming, dude. Would you? Or would you? Well, no, this one doesn't work. I mean, it kind of worked at some point, I guess, since the water is there. So it's not completely dead. But looks quite dead though, looking at the water. Not sure. Maybe it's like some rainwater. Maybe there was some bigger rains or something. Not sure. Doesn't seem like there was much. See, the main kind of like, you know, like old thing really here to watch is like the fortress. I'm gonna end there, sorta. So after the food, I will just walk there towards that fortress. Gonna check the fortress and area around it, and then yeah, then I guess from there I will catch another taxi and go back to the bus stop. so I can take hopefully another bus like the one I took on the way here, because that was pretty cheap. It was like $3 basically to get from Uzbekistan to here, from Uzbekistan border to here. So it would be nice to get that, because taxi is like 3 times more expensive, which is still kind of not crazy amount, but you know. Rather not. And this one, oh, the brother grave, let's see. The collective grave, Bratskaya могила, Баурле Старзираты. And the World War II stuff. People weren't really recognized and everything, they were just buried together. That was quite standard, eh? Have those like all over Russia, I guess. It's because of the fuel price, but why it was because of fuel price? Who because of the fuel price? Many people playing that ball here. The water could be green because of the giga mining, think so? Like because of the copper? Really? Think so? I mean, could be, I guess, could be. There's some administrative buildings here. Some parks also pretty green, but I would say not like insanely green. Ah, I see Gustabani in that sense. All right. I see. On the ground, what a higher prices of taxi here? No, it's just taxi drivers, the usual stuff in the city and everything. Because it's inside the city and everyone is a little more greedy, you know. Because like I assume like those people who do the long distance taxis and stuff. Well, long distance taxi are also not that cheap, I guess. If it's actual taxi, if you open the bus for kind of locals, then it's pretty cheap. The usual. This time I just like didn't get caught by all the taxi guys, even though they did really try. Like as soon as you cross the border, prepare, you're gonna get jumped instantly by all the taxi drivers, and some are like very, very annoying. Like I went like, you know, to exchange money to buy SIM cards, and dude was still like there. I'm plugging the SIM card in on, and like, dude, I'm not going anytime soon, man. I like need to meet with friends and everything. Well, call me. And I'm like, bruh. And he like took my number basically that was on the SIM card, on the package with SIM card. Oh, here's the people playing. Don't think it's chess though, mostly. But yeah, there you go. There's the park with people playing, and here's chess though. And there is the enjoyers. And yeah, he was basically like called me like, so I can call him later if I need the car. I'm like, yeah, sure. And then he was calling again multiple times. A reminder just like dropping, you know, like the unanswered call. So I call, you know, him about the taxi, I guess, which obviously I already didn't because I was on the way. I was already sitting in the minibus. But he was like trying for a while. I think kind of stopped now, but was really trying for a few hours, I guess. Let's go like this way. You can get a little to the left there. People also chilling in the park here. Playing chairs is good. Seems good. The grey feather. Answer him, he's crying. How he's not even like calling, he's just like dropping, you know, unanswered calls, so I call him. Yeah, not gonna happen. Not sure, maybe on the way back I'll meet him again. Maybe. I would rather meet the minibus again though. That was a good price. And two, because it basically goes full packed, so it doesn't stop anywhere except already like here basically. And on the way back I assume it's gonna be the same, just gonna go from here directly to the border. But yeah, it will be already probably close to 7 p.m. if not even later when I'm gonna be finishing, so we'll see. Not sure about those minibuses. There might be some at the airport because a lot of people can go to the local airport and then going to Uzbekistan through the border. If there's like cheaper flights and stuff, it's kind of like pretty close anyway. Like if you're not saving monies and stuff, then you can go really fast. Well, it's still gonna be like 1.5 hours to get from here to the border. But after the border, if you don't grid out, you're gonna get pretty good speed, eh? It's red for you, bro. That traffic is crazy, man. I'm gonna go to like one of the main streets, so you'll see. Hey Sigi, see ya, Simon, good luck. Good luck with your work. Thank you for stopping by, man. The food deliveries here too. Everything just like get some science stuff here too. The usual. Yeah, Russian language also actually kind of like quite common. No problem so far with that. Stay with the streak. Thank you, sir. Thank you, man. Thank you. Appreciate it. Appreciate it a lot. And some of the main streets here. It's not really, I assume, kind of like rush hour even yet. It's like 3 p.m., close to 4. Like rush hour, I would guess, would be like 5 to 6 probably. That's what it would be. Ikarakulilo. And more trees, yeah. Yeah, it's not like that dank in terms of like, you know, steppe. Because when we were driving here, it's still like all very green. Not a lot of trees, I guess, more like grass, but still. It's not completely, you know, like dry and yellow, as you would expect. At least in this part. I would assume some other parts can get worse. Some other parts might be worse. Alright, let's go towards the food then. To not waste time. And to plan everything better. In terms of timing. Honking too much. I mean, you do need to test the honk, right? So why not? There's a bit of shade at least. Shade is nice because today is like 35 or something. And I also forgot my insane cap, so I don't want sun. I will get it, but yeah, I'd rather have it less. I'd rather minimize the contact. Alright, should be this street. I just need to look where it will be. The food place should be very authentic. Yeah, it is quite warm, like both here in Tashkent. It's very warm. Super bikers all over the place. Streets seem busier. I think they're like not as wide, honestly, as in Tashkent. Like I haven't seen those insane, you know, like super wide streets that they have in Uzbekistan. And you already can see the result of that, I guess, too. The traffic is way worse. Well, this part of the street is not too bad, though, looks like. And this at least all is very green. In some places I see the, you know, like the watering systems, but in some I don't. So I guess they do it manually. Because other than that, everything is quite dry already. A lot of stuff is already quite dry. Alright, this is probably a different place, but not so sure. Let's see. Can it be the one? No, I don't think so. Yeah, that's a different one, alright. This one is Istanbul. I guess going to Kazakhstan to eat Turkish cuisine is not the best idea. Hey Axel, hello, how are we doing? But yeah, like more narrow streets. Parking I see is also a bit of a problem. Like they do have also the like the parking pockets here, but they all kind of loaded. That can become the problem in Uzbekistan too sometimes. Sometimes people just like, you know, already park in the second layer. Like these guys who also just parked here, even though they're not supposed to already. But well, it is what it is. Now the temperature 35, yeah, around 35, a bit below, but maybe already got there. It should be getting kind of colder now though, because 4 p.m. almost, so it ain't peak anymore. It ain't peak anymore. Alright, let's wait. I'm not gonna rush. Yeah, they don't already exchange Uzbek Sum here. They have dollar, euro, ruble, and yen looks like. Yeah, I guess the money, yeah. It is still, I think, like the southern part of Kazakhstan considered more like religious, sorta. But yeah, I think it probably still kind of less. Probably. Well, I mean, if you take Tashkent, for example, it's also way less there, but it's even less here, I would say. It's even less here. It all depends on like the region, the city and stuff, looks like. Most of the time. Alright, that's not the one. The India in terms of honking, it's a little more wild than in Uzbekistan for sure. But also probably because the traffic is more wild though. That might be one of the reasons. Some mega doner spot. Or the chef doner, is it like the chain or something? Seems like it. Some like combo menus and stuff. The sets. So the local currency you can divide by 500 and you'll get dollars pretty much. 516 or something. It's like those doner sets for like $4 basically. This restaurant not gonna be exactly a good probably, you know, measure of the prices because I think it's kind of expensive. I was just looking for like, you know, the restaurant where I can get like the proper local stuff. And I guess, you know, since I'm here for like a day, might as well try the local proper stuff in the good place that is specialized in that. So decided to go for it. Like in many other places, there's like, you know, mixture of cuisines. A lot of just kind of like European cuisine, the regular stuff. Some places have some, you know, already mixture with Uzbekistan, really. Oh, there's like Korean spot here, it looks like. The halal Korean, South Korean street food. There you go. You have this here too. Eating horsen? Yeah, we're gonna be eating horsen today, probably. I had beshbarmak in Kyrgyzstan, so I guess I'm not gonna repeat that. Even I don't know, it might be better here or something, but yeah, I'm gonna look into some other dishes that I haven't tried yet. And we'll see. Some mega demolishing going on. Well, I guess we just need to walk all the way there. Bosses have drapes around here? Yeah, in Uzbekistan too, usually. Everything has some drapes. Some curtains and stuff, you know, so you don't get that sun on you. Usually they also have like kind of like tinted, you know, glass in it. But yeah, that still doesn't really help that much. So sometimes you just want to close it completely. A lot of walking. It's not going to be that crazy much. Well, there will be decent amount because yeah, there is like not that crazy much stuff to see. Not that crazy amount of stuff to see. So yeah, there will be walking. Just gonna stop to eat. Then we're back to walk all the way to the fortress. Just still kind of decent walk, I think. And the sun is evil. Yeah, in these countries people don't really like it that much, I guess. Like you don't really see a lot of people like standing in the sun, even just for a bit. Alright, is it in the next building, I wonder? It could be. You see like the logo that maybe is it, but maybe not. No, not yet. Smirnov Patisserie, damn son. Let's Smirnoff mostly associated with vodka and stuff, but I guess. I have a feeling I also already missed it a bit, but we'll see. A little extra walk I don't really mind. As long as it's not too much. And as long as it's not getting too late. So I can still escape for a reasonable price. I mean, to be honest, even if it's going to be taxed, it's still going to be reasonable. It's like, what, $8 I think? For the spot in the taxi. But otherwise you get it for $3, and that's even better. Hey portable, welcome back. Did some cleaning, feels good, man. Feels good. It's almost ready. Wait. Is it in this one, I wonder? I'm already even a little too far. Let me see while I'm here. No, we're good, we're good. Still a little more. Probably not gonna miss it. See portable, I see. And the part of the såsige feels bad, man. Never lucky. Local mall here, some sports store, some supermarket. The Magnum Express. I think Magnum is like the local supermarket chain or something. I went to grab something to drink, to grab the SIM card that is now dog. Oj. The dog SIM card. I need to double check every once in a while. So 2 SIM cards that I do have work well, and it looks like they do. That's nice. That is nice. Portable, I see. Got some crash there. Happens sometimes, happens. I did have some crashes in KZD1 also, so I guess that is actually possible. Dude's having some fun with the water pistol. Totally fitting weather for that. Let's see, portable, I see. Oh, it's on Proton and stuff. Ah, I see, alright. Yeah, that's a different level of errors potential that I'm not familiar with. A different tier. Alright, should be already soon. This insane decorations there. You'd rather be sitting. It's the Mimino restaurant, I see. That's kind of the Caucasian cuisine. Some Georgian Armenia, I assume. That we're gonna have plenty soon. That we're gonna have plenty soon. Some fancy new buildings. Family restaurant, garden, hotel, bakery and coffee also. Got a little bit of everything here. The architecture is like kind of usually a mix of everything here, I would say. I guess like being for a while, you know, nomadic and everything, there was not a lot of traditions forming in that sense, I guess. So it's kind of a mix of everything. Haven't seen any yurts though, any tents. Haven't seen on the way here or inside the city. Closer to mountains, I think you should. Alright, should be sooner. Some insane world-class gyms here and stuff. Not here yet. It felt kind of like closer on the map, to be honest. Not that I really mind. Just kind of constantly afraid that I missed it, but actually maybe that one there. Maybe that one there. Yeah, I think still not this yet. It's another cafe, but not the one. Not the one yet. This one seems kind of like not very alive in general, I feel. There's also some fast food chains here, looks like. Alright, it's also Chef Doner, I guess. Yeah, so well, that explains. That's a chain. Out of international chains, I think it's also kind of like KFC. I think Burger King is here too. McDonald's, I think they actually kind of like pulled the Russia on McDonald's. I think they just kind of like renamed it into something. Not the same as the Russian one, but in something else. And there is no kind of actual McDonald's here, I think, anymore. But it used to be. But not in Shymkent, I don't think so. I checked out of curiosity and I don't think so. And actually mega music and stuff was from the bus. That's some crazy party bus there. Oh, there it is. Well, that's quite the entrance here. That is indeed some prime stuff here going on. Well, let's try. I should be able to afford at least 1 or 2 dishes here, you know. Let's go. Здравствуйте. Ничего, можно вас поснимать немножко? Блог? В целом, да.
Блог?
Да. Можно, да? Где-нибудь так сесть, чтобы никому не мешать просто, да.
Что нужно делать?
Да ничего, не просто как обычно. Все как обычно, да. Просто чтобы я никому не мешал.
Никого нет?
Как-нибудь вот поближе вот к окошку, чтобы ловило получше.
Там наверх, там чан есть, если сидеть тоже.
Угу. Да я бы лучше на обычном, наверное, сел как-нибудь. Где поудобней. Sit here somewhere, maybe. I just was like worried so the connection works properly. Hopefully. Is the connection still fine here? Let me see. It seems alright actually. So maybe I just sit here then. Let me just sit here then probably. Actually maybe. Ничего, если я один из таких столов возьму? Ничего? На один из таких столов сяду, ничего? Для 4? Нормально? Ага. Alright, that should be good then. Yeah, connection seems kind of good here, so I guess I can work with that. All right, fine, 1 second, removing all my stuff here. Oh, the kumus here. Nice, nice. Можно меню? Угу.
Здесь можно вы...
Прям, ага, понял. Да. Отлично, отлично.
Картинка, все.
Ага, супер. Menu is on a piece of stone. Just the QR code. So I can't even... Seats are small? No, I don't think. I think seats are pretty fine. Alright, 1 second. Where is my insane? QR code finding thing here. I already forgot how I was actually even getting that. Is it the AR one or not? No, it was something else, I think. Man, I hate all this technology, dude. I'm a boomer. I'm a boomer. And there was like a way to do it properly, but for some reason it is actually S. Was it this one? Oh, there we go. All right, continue. All right, let's see what pay. I say I can't even like show you the menu really much. To wait until it actually loads in. Also, copy URL. I guess 1 moment. I can share the link at least with you. 1 moment. Just gonna open it myself though. For some reason, not opening properly. It's the Figma link actually. Wait, really? No. Really? Will it actually load? That's something really fancy then if it's the Figma link. Oh, you're loading. All right. I'm gonna share with you also the link then, so you can check what is up there. It looks like the whole app they have and stuff. So, oh yeah, that's the shit here. Menu Shymkent. All right, one moment. I'm gonna link it to you then. All right, there you go, guys. It's like a whole app there. Prepare. All right, let's see what we have here. Delicacies. What's the delicacy stuff? Canoe cut marrow bone. That's some fancy stuff. The lamb's heart stewed in cream. Yeah, price is divided by 500 by the way to get the dollar ones. To get the dollar ones. Let me get main dishes. Yeah, Beshbarmak I already tried. I'm gonna skip that for now. The cow duck with horse meat, I could try that. I could try that. Yeah, I think I'm gonna try that probably. A bulk with a duck, with a horsen. Alright, bulk with a duck. I remember that one. Let me see what else is there. Some kumisa I will try for sure. There's so many different types of kumisa. I'm gonna ask what's the difference. I'm gonna try some. Maybe some soup. Yeah, so I can read the chat right now because of this. Some horse and soup maybe too. Kosher nomad. Alright, that sounds good. I think I should try that. Okay, so kosher nomad. Kure duck with the hoisin. And something to drink on top of cookies, I feel. Shubat and shalap also. Cold tea and the camel spikes, whatever you translate that. Iced camel thorn tea. That's how it goes. That sounds interesting. Should I try that? Alright, so that's gonna be like almost 2K, 500 for kumis, media for 5, that for 3. That's I think all right in terms of my budgets there. Should be. I actually calculate everything, so I have enough for everything. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I do have like 18. I need to leave probably around 8 just in case. Just in case. So like 10K should be no problems. So 3,300. 3,300, 4,600, so basically 8,000, 2,000 for tea, and 500 for kumis, right? So that seems good enough for me, I think. Should be good. All right, let's get the order going then. Let's go. А можно заказать? Where'd they go? I was just here. Можно заказать?
Еще раз.
Здравствуйте, еще раз. Да. Балкурдак из конины. Кажи намад.
Какой?
Намад, вот, который тоже с вяленой кониной. Так, и чай с колючкой.
Чай с колючкой.
Сейчас я люблю колючкой, которая сейчас...
Холодный чай, да?
Да. Угу. Так, а вот с кубысом какие типы? Я вот просто как человек не знающий.
Так. Холодный чай литр,
Да.
да? Все, хорошо.
Можно чуть поменьше или там сколько.
У нас кмыс вот такие есть. Жуаз это мягкий кмыс. Бал это с медом, ну, сладкий будет. Это кунан, наш, ну, средний кмыс. Дунин более крепкий. Без крепкий, а слоган это копченый. Какой?
Давайте средний, наверное, попробуем. Один стакан.
Понял.
Все, пока все.
Баурсаки, там, губочка или салат нужно или как?
Не, спасибо. Спасибо.
Все, тогда чай, сыр.
Ну, чай вот холодный просто и все уже.
Тогда
Спасибо.
у вас балкурдан один, потом намат на первый, потом напить холодный чай, литр, потом кмыс, ну, кисти.
Спасибо.
Горячее блюдо готовится 25 минут, а через 10 минут я принесу.
Хорошо, спасибо большое. All right, there we go. Sorry, I couldn't see chat when I was ordering because it was the menu in the app. So, all right, there we go. Hello. You have to use Figment for one of your curses. I see. Price is not too bad actually, considering the fancy place. Yeah, it's not that bad. Like technically, I got like what, soup, main course, local like the horse and milk drink. Everything horse, by the way, except for tea. Tea without horse. The horse milk, horse meat, everything. So main course, soup, tea, and kumais. All that should be around a bit over 10K, I think. So $20. Yeah, 1 liter of tea though. A little too much. Oh wait, I missed something. I missed stuff. Yeah, sorry, I wasn't in this window. I see, oh damn, Rajan going ham there. Holy shit. Thank you, Rajan. Thank you, man. Appreciate it a lot. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. That's a big one indeed. Thank you, man. Single-handedly covering the goal for this trip, even though it was already covered. That's gonna be the next one with the Georgian sulfur bus. We'll see though. Like this piece of shit lipoma on my back again, kinda acting up. I need to kind of like already cut it out completely. But I was thinking even either in Armenia or in Russia, if I'm gonna go home for like some paperwork and stuff, right, in summer. Like it's kind of like basically like the big zit, I guess, whatever. So every once in a while, if you don't remove it completely surgically, it just kind of, you know, shows itself. So will be basically kind of like a bit of a wound on the back, and going to like the hot sulfur bath with the wound probably will be not the best idea, right? So we'll see if it will actually be out, if it's not gonna be out, if I, you know, make it go away in time or something, then maybe I will still go, because we're gonna be in Georgia already in a week. And this the sulfur bath I was planning on Wednesday. So we'll see. Whew, man, still hot though. Like, even though it's kind of like, you know, AC and stuff here, but it's not like cold AC, which is good. I'm gonna cool down and it'll be fine because I'm all sweaty. 35 outside after all. Send the postcard? No, postcard not sent yet. I will do on Monday. On Monday I will probably do it on stream actually. So on Monday I will go to the central post office in Tashkent and send them. And then we're gonna also go to Chinese place to eat, maybe a little bit like in the middle, we'll see, I don't know. Because Monday, you know, gonna be PCC and the last day here in Tashkent already, so it's gonna be already all packed most likely, because we leaving Tuesday morning, and I assume we're also gonna get the like landlord to show our stuff on Monday already also. Ja. Спасибо. It's really interesting taste, dude. I actually like it. Kum is, by the way, so this is the horse milk. This is the medium. This medium. So there is like light, there is sweet with honey, and there is medium. This one. There is one strong. I don't know what exactly, like strong, more fat, I guess, more fatty. This one's still kind of like liquid, and then a smoked one. It's kind of interesting because this one is kind of like already a little, you know, feels kind of a little smoke. Somehow it like reminds cheese a little even. Like one type of cheese that I tried before. Like it is kind of like spicy a bit. Interesting. Yeah, I thought it will be like more, you know, dank, more repulsing, I guess. But it's not bad. It's not something I would drink a lot though. Like it's very like strong taste. A very strong taste. I like it though. And that was nice. Yeah, like regularly and a lot though, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. A very strong, very specific thing would be kind of tricky, I guess. And just to chug, you know, a whole bunch of it. Hope my stomach will, you know, kind of like handle it. Until at least I'm home, you know. Until at least I'm home. Which will take some time. We still have a place to walk. And then I need to, after the stream, I will also still need to go to the bus station, which will take like 20 minutes at least. Then it's 1.5 hours in the bus to the border. And then after the border, we'll see. There were some buses, maybe I will catch like right at the border. They're a bit more expensive, but maybe I'll go for it. Because otherwise I need to walk to like the city bus stop. And maybe it will be already kind of late for that bus. I don't know how like late it goes. So I think I'm just gonna catch whatever I can, which might make trip a little more expensive. Because here I actually got for like total of like $3 like 30 cents from my home to Shymkent. Like 30 cents in like public transport in Tashkent, and then $3 in the bus here, 100 kilometers. So you can like combine, you can combine the countries and places here, no problems. Like really cheap, really cheap. Totally recommend. Yeah, postcards soon. Postcards soon. They're still available. Should be odd the separating for the postcards from the places where I've been. Where I IRL'd last week. Maybe we'll see. We'll see. I'm waiting for some food and stuff. I feel like with food it's gonna be going down even better. If it ain't really the drink, you're gonna be just, like chugging hard. It's really interesting, strong taste. Holy. Thank you, Schnaf. Thank you, sir. Going ham there, man. Thank you, sir. That's a lot of gifties. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. That's a big one. Welcome, guys. Welcome to the dungeon. Thank you, Schnaf. Thank you, man. Appreciate it a lot. We'll see how the soup will be. Soup also seems kind of like something interesting. Like some like dried horse meat. We'll see. Maybe I shouldn't dink out completely on everything today and get some things a little more, like basic. Maybe. Got too much, unusual things. An iced tea with some camel thorn. And quite a lot of liquid too. And that's a bit of an issue. Thank you, Schnaf. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Oh, very interesting place here. Very authentic. On the second floor too, there's like Tapchan, I think, on the second floor now. Those are the ones where I need to remove the shoes and stuff to sit. And like with these tracking shoes, I don't want to remove them, man. Because putting them back on is a bit of a pain. So I'd rather not. So waiting stuff should be like in 10 minutes. The hot dish like 25, I think, or something. So I was waiting for the iced tea, really. I want to try. What is this? Camel thorn. How good is that? Or not good? Yeah, you never know. Спасибо. It sounds familiar, actually. Like kind of like the tea with some like addition. Like reminds me of some herb. I can't really tell which one. I'm very familiar, actually. Yeah, this one is nothing like super dank. No, nothing I expected to be dank. Man, which one's that? Something even like drank not long ago. Like it's not the yes, it's not really even like herbal. Well, I mean, I guess kind of. Yeah, it has the camel thorn inside from the steps. It really reminds me of some like other thing that also being added to tea, but I can't remember which one is that. Like I had that before 100%, or something like really similar in terms of taste. But yeah, it's like the cold tea, the cold herbal tea. Because like literally will go down no problems. The problem is also it will want to go out. That will be the problem. But we'll see. As long as it holds for now, we'll be fine. For now, we'll be fine. Got the herbal tea is nice. This way. And there it is. Whoop. Quite massive. Very nice. Whoop. Hey Orpheus, hello. How you doing, man? How are you doing? And they also some coffee and black tea. You can get that from black tea, really. What kind of black tea you consume there, dude? To get the ulcers from tea. How we doing, Orpheus? How's life? I guess from coffee I can kind of see somewhat. I think from tea you can't really. Like what kind of tea should that be for that? The gunpowder tea, yeah. I mean tea is even kind of good for some stomach issues sometimes. Like strong sweet tea, for example, when you have like some like upset stomach and stuff, actually kind of helps. I don't know, it might be just like placebo stuff, but that's what I've been told, and that's what I did sometimes, and it did actually kind of help. Some, kind of like warm, strong, sweet tea. Probably not on its own, but kind of, as a part of thing, just kind of like something to calm it down. Did it help? Did it help before? Tried it in the past. Now waiting for that food, yeah. So yeah, kumis is interesting. I wouldn't drink it a lot though. Horse milk is ding, but it's special. Not something I would go for on the regular, Like just a little bit would be nice. I mean, the taste is kind of like interesting, spicy, but then when you down like the whole cup, it's just kind of like, nah, not really. Too much. Maybe with food though. Five espresso daily and 10 coffee cups. Well, I mean, yeah. I think it's not like even the fact that like that amount of coffee caused your like ulcers or stuff. It's probably you just didn't really eat much during that. If anything, it will fuck up your health in other ways. Not with ulcers. Not with ulcers. And I don't know if age will make a difference also. If feel this amount of coffee will get you no matter. Will get you no matter what, dude. I think so. Hey, if you would be downing it that hard, eh? Ah, yes. Ага. Спасибо. There we go. Mega horsen soup, dude. Is it buckwheat? Something like that. The cappuccino soup, dude. So the horsen sausage, some chopped horsen. It kind of looks like buckwheat, but I think it's not. I think it's something else. It's different consistency too. Yeah, that's the classic horsen sausage, kazoo. Tried it in Uzbekistan, tried it in Kyrgyzstan. Haven't tried it here, so we're about to find out which one will be the best. Which one will be the best? Horsen muesli, yeah, kinda. It's also kind of like a bit sour, you know, like milky stock. It's the style of soup here, I think, kaja. Need to check actually what they usually make it with. Okay, Sigma Male, hello. Yes, there's like little pieces also of the horsen, and you have the big sausage. Thank you, Sigma Male. Thank you. Doing good, man. Doing good. I hope you're good too. It's a bit smoked. A bit smoky taste. It's not actually, yeah. This horsen is a dry horsen, so it's the dried cured meat, chopped, and then you have the horsen sausages here. It's really good horsen sausage. Alright, I can't really tell which horsen sausage is the best. I think Kyrgyzstan and Kazakhstan kinda like probably tying up for the quality of horsen sausage. But Uzbekistan is behind, for sure. Like these horsen sausages are just like a bomb. In Uzbekistan they're also kinda common, but no, they are not close, dude. And this stuff is the dang stuff. But yeah, this chopped one is the dried one, the cured horse. It is the horse assorti. Do you see the male do it? For food alone is worth, really. Tell you that. Like if you like meat. If you don't eat meat a lot, then better not. If you don't eat meat at all, don't. But if you like meat and all, dude, cuisine here is insane. It's top tier. After all the places I've been to, this is like the best food in Central Asia. This one I'm like not that big on the stock down. The stock feels kind of like the weakest part here. It's good, but like maybe because of I assume it's also horse stock, and it's not like that fatty meat, so I guess it doesn't give like that like great of a stock, you know. Eating it pipig away. But everything inside is really good. When that Europe is too hot, well, here you're gonna suffer then because it's 35 already today. So your option will be to go, you know, like in autumn, probably, like in October. If you really want to go this gastronomical tour here, and in general, I would say October is the time then for you. Name of the food, this is kozhe. Kozhe with horse meat. Kozhe nomad it's called. But I guess that's kind of like more of a local name of this, but kozhe is like the style of, like the dish basically is kozhe. Like kozhe. Suffer through heat, aim for October, yeah. Either autumn or spring. And spring should be kinda early-ish. Depends on the weather, really. Like my first real streaming trip was kinda comfy in terms of weather. It was like 20, I guess. And that was early April, right? I think. Like middle of the April. The thing is, like, some days even before that already were really hot. So maybe very early April or like late March. October, we moved here in the middle of October. It still was somewhat warm. So I think that might be actually kind of convenient and comfortable enough. Like November was already cold. The problem is, like, you know, some places they already kind of not really working in that time, like touristic stuff, right? Because like it's kind of out of season considered. And also some places like Bukhara, for example, and stuff, they might be windy. Like if Oak Warrior will tune in, for example, you can ask him. I think he went in kind of like colder time. Maybe he can give a better like recommendation. Which time is better to go? Maybe. Well, I mean, also can just like look it up probably, right? Which are like recommended months and stuff. You always have some like times when it's like, you know, a little bit some exceptions to the weather, of course. Maybe too hot, maybe too cold. But summer is totally like death. Summer is pain and suffering. Even though, to be honest, like pretty much everything is with ACs, so like manageable, but outside it will be pain. And locals also kind of like a little more tolerant, so ACs might be not on for a while. Or they're gonna just try to pump, you know, like just open the window. And today, for example, like bus had no AC on, even though it has AC. Then minibus had no AC on, and it was way too hot. At least thankfully we're going on kind of highway, like 120, so open windows were good enough, you know.
Видите, основное блюдо. Называется полкурдак. Мясо из конина, допустим, сметана идет. Если сметана мясо прижмите, хороший вкус будет.
Спасибо большое.
Там лепешки или салат, что-нибудь нужно?
Мне спасибо. There goes the main stuff. Yes, meeting time, seeing the whale. All right, good luck, man, good luck. Thank you for stopping by, man. Good luck with the meeting. There it is, the big boy. The stewed horsen with potat. The cold duck. Once in a while, right, Jen? I mean, why not? If you have something interesting around, you know, like trying things is always good, huh? And I have some sour cream here too. For today, orders online. I mean, why not? Why not? Ordering online is also an option. We'll need to go to another city, I see. Well, I mean, if you can't order there, I assume too, right? To try something interesting. It's nice to do some, you know, culinary experiments. Oh man, that meat is like, you know, and this one is like not falling apart at least. And this piece, you know, kind of does a little. Yeah, look like it. This meat just kind of like getting destroyed. Sour cream just gets like all melted. You know, like people say, like it tastes like chicken and stuff, whatever kind of meat. Nope, this doesn't taste like chicken. This is not chicken, dude. This tastes better. Let's see, Gustavon, let's see, what did you plan there? What did you plan? How's the potat? The potat is also stewed really well. Very good. The onions are staple, dude. Just get some raw onions, sometimes a little marinated onions, you know, with a little bit of sprinkled vinegar on top, all the time. Let's see, Gustavon, I see, huh? That sounds alright too. But I mean, can you get something more interesting if you really feel like it? Maybe it's time to try some national cuisine from home, right, Jen? Do you have some Central Asian places there too? Being an imposter there, being an imposter there. There's some musikas with hoisin sounds there. Adds to immersion when you're eating hoisin. Some horse sounds with the music. They have some there, yeah. There was some a little bit there. Dessert, no dessert this time. Not gonna fit it. He asked about the baurisak. Baurisak I tried in Kyrgyzstan. There was little donuts. And that already will be too much dinner. And that will be impossible, to be honest. I need not to overdo. Still traveling back today. No hotel or something, so you know. I'm gonna return. Actually sounds even like, no, yeah, there is wooden. Yeah, this is sour cream. Yeah, it's like the sour cream here. Really thick, but it all like melts. It's really nice too. Yeah, I said like doesn't taste like, you know, chicken meat as everyone says. But I guess it depends on the spices. Yeah, really good. I lost the motivation to travel alone. And traveling alone is not bad though. Allows you to kind of, you know, to plan things and not rely on anyone. But I agree, traveling with someone is more optimal in many ways. Time to get insane at Chat Travel Club. And get Pony on board. He's also always solo. This didn't seem like a big portion. but it's actually quite solid. That's a lot of meat. And nearby destinations, yeah. I mean, that's what I did today, for example, right? I wouldn't really call it like nearby in terms of time, especially, right? That was like in total, like I left 9 something from home, and was here technically, I guess like 2 something. So 5 hours trip, I guess, sort of total, with everything with border crossing and other adventures. You can find some people while traveling too. And that German dude I met, for example, and then met again randomly completely a week ago at the other end of Uzbekistan. It was nice. Can even like go some like hostels and stuff, you know, just to kind of like meet with people. And then some people just, you know, kind of like gang up to go together because it's more optimal money-wise and stuff. And people nice. There was like a German guy who was like 58, and a Canadian lady who also was like, she didn't look old though, but I assume she was also probably kind of his age. And still was kind of nice. It was still nice. Yeah, this meat is insane. I'm getting mega full. Like it's really dense. Like it's less fatty but more meaty, you know. But at the same time not dry, which is nice. It's still falling apart, really soft. But it's like it's lean. Except for the gravy, you know. The excessive hello. Big difference. They all somewhat similar. There's a lot of overlap, like dishes that you can find in all. But yeah, in Kyrgyzstan and Kazakhstan, it's more like nomadic countries. So there's way more wholesome dishes, like this one, for example. While in Uzbekistan, it's less. They use the horse and sausage. They added like the plov and stuff. But I don't remember any like dedicated, you know, like dishes with horse meat and stuff. In Kazakhstan and Kyrgyzstan, there is a lot of those. Yeah, a little difference. It's even in one country, but in different regions, you're already gonna have some different, you know, ways to do things. Even local, different signature, you know, bread types, for example. And people traveling, you know, like Uzbek people traveling, they still get, you know, sometimes like just carry a whole bunch of bread from another like city, for example, because they eat a lot of bread in general. Like in Samarkand, we bought also local bread. That was 1 kilo flat bread. It's massive. We got one, and now it's already almost over days after. But some people got like 4 of those. And traveling with them on the train, you know, back home, even though it's the same country, but yeah, different type of bread. But yeah, more accent on like horse meat, you know. Different desserts. What else is kind of like more special here? It's kind of date technically. One loaf salad is flatbread. It's like round, you know, thingy, but yeah, it's 1 kilo. And it's not even that big. It's just like dense. But yeah, the nomadic ones in Central Asia, they do eat a lot of horse. Side bread for all that gravy? True. But if I had that bread, I would be already like dead. It's just way too much. You like always get offered bread though in any restaurant here. They ask me too. I just kind of like do them. I would be too full. Otherwise, I do agree with you. It rolls if you buy half. Apparently that 1 kilo flatbread thingy is supposed to be stored for 3 years. And then you just kind of sprinkle some water on it and it's ready to go. We didn't try obviously 3 years. Obviously we didn't try 3 years. But it's around like for a few days already, like 4 days, I think. And yeah, it's still kind of right. Worst case, I just kind of like microwave it a bit and it's all good.
Все хорошо?
Да, спасибо большое, очень все вкусно. Можно счет уже сразу пока. I'm gonna get me some more of that tea. Oh man, this like cold metal vase is really nice. Tea is still colder. Oh, very good. Let's see how much was the total there. Oh. But I still like, I can't really tell what it tastes like. Like I think we have some different name for this thing that they add. It's like the camel thorn, it's called. Because I totally recognize the taste, this taste from somewhere, but like I can't really pinpoint what it is. Like something really familiar, but can't say exactly. Can't say exactly what.
Извините, как у вас наличные карты?
Наличными.
Хорошо.
Спасибо.
Как вам хумус?
Очень вкусно. Я прям не ожидал даже. А как копченый, он просто более вот именно со вкусом дыма как бы такой получается. А то, что сильный, это он как? Это просто более жирный он?
Более кислый.
Более кислый, наоборот. Интересно. Ну, тоже попробую как-нибудь.
Первый раз квас?
Первый раз, да. Я просто как-то думал, что немного другое будет, но очень интересный вкус.
Это молоко конины. Еще у нас есть верблюжье молоко. Шубат называется.
Так. All right. So let me see. I do have 500 and it should be also 500 there. It will be kinda getting tight, but should be fine, I hope. Hopefully, that was 11,500. So that is $23. $23, not too bad for all of this. You know, just asking basically, it's like the smoked kumis is pretty much like with like the smoke taste, and the strong kumis is more sour. Like I thought it's more like fat, but no, it's just more sour. Oh, I guess they kind of like. This one didn't feel sweet though, so I don't know how they kind of like balance, you know, the sourness, the horse milk. It's not bad, but I still kind of like didn't really maybe appreciate the amount of expenses I will need them. It should be fine though. It should be like 4,000, even if the taxi is gonna be 4K. The taxi to border and taxi to the bus stop also. I hope 1,500, 2K, and then I'm gonna maybe have like even 1,000 left. That's good. I want to have maybe some, you know, some bills left as a memory. Hey Nick, hello. How are you doing? They have another also thing, the camel milk also. I'm not gonna try that anymore. I'm gonna try that anymore. Already enough stuff, but that's gonna be something to try some other time. The camel milk also. It's just on its own, in my opinion, like hummus. I assume camel milk is somewhat similar. It's like it's something you want to drink on the side with some like dish or something. Because it does feel like, you know, a very specific like taste there.
Решение у нас мелочи, нас не осталось, можете там 581 каталог, там 1000 у вас зачем? Просто мелочи нет.
У меня есть, по-моему, что-то из мелкого-то. 500 у меня есть. Сейчас посмотрю. Могу 600 просто дать тогда. Спасибо. $1,000 now. The different bills. Then the 2,000 also. There you go. Most important, need to get the coins and the coins. 10 gear. There you go. 1,000. It even says in Russian here. The mountain. Doesn't say actually. That's weird, huh? Yeah, it doesn't say what. What on, like which mountain? Like it says something here. Irtis Uzeni. Ozero Irtysh, I guess. The lake Irtysh. But like on mountain, it doesn't say what it is, huh? Doesn't say. Alright, so I do have 7K and some coins. So should be hopefully good. Still have some iced tea in the bag also if I want to drink something on the way. So should be good. I have Uzbek money also. I mean, I do have my cards in if needed, I guess. Yeah, should be fine. Nice, Roger, nice. How's it going, Nick? Hello. 4K is nothing. 4K is $8. 4K is $8. So like if I manage to get time, so 5:30. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna go and walk towards the fortress. Go around the fortress and probably finish around like 4 p.m. CST, maybe like 3:30 or something, and then just try to get fast to the bus stop. Because if it's gonna be still mini buses, then it's guaranteed $3 basically, and I have enough 100%. If it's gonna be taxis, then I already will need to, you know, maybe potentially. Well, I mean, worst case, they're just gonna get me at the border, and I can just exchange more Uzbek currency there because they don't change it here in local banks. Looks like they change ruble. Like Russia is like doing it far away. Uzbekistan is right here. Why are you exchanging that? I guess more people coming. A lot of people travel through here because there's an airport here. So like if you live in Tashkent, for example, and like there's some like cheap flight, you know, from here, you know, like 4 or 5 hours, and you in local airport. So some people go that way. Ja, szívak szeressé. And tea is nice. I'm gonna look what it is actually. So camel thorn. Let me see. Try to find name. Maybe I'll find something for you. Часть верблюжьей колючкой. It actually like is called just camel thorn really. Any like they just call it camel thorn here. Jantak. Let me try. Maybe I'll find translation that way. Jantak. Al-Hagi, apparently. Jantak Yandak Al-Hagi. It's apparently some sort of like bean family plant growing in the desert. Interesting. Maybe there's some sort of English specific name for it, not just Al-Hagi, it says. Camel thorns or money trees, they're called. There it is. So camel thorn, I guess, makes all the sense then. Dude, I swear I feel like kind of like I tried this before. The glorious. Mangistau is, I think, eastern part, closer to Caspian Sea, right? There is some dank stuff there. There's some really dank nature stuff there. I was looking into it. I was kind of planning to go to Aktau, the kind of like the seashore city on the Caspian Sea. I kind of wanted to go there, like continue our trip pretty much, you know, from Khiva to there. It's like there's a railroad and stuff. It would still take a while though. Good thing we didn't, because that would be like too much already. And at some point it would be interesting to go though. True. Well, it looks like they use berries, looks like. So I feel like at some point probably any like ancient human and stuff tried every berry, you know. Looks soft, nice, you know, try it. Tasty, try it, you know, poisonous died. Okay, not trying this one anymore. And I guess in desert especially, you know, like, you know, it's sand, everything dry, and there's some berries right there. The fuck? I'm gonna try that shit. It looks like it's sweet, so I guess maybe that's why it's like a little kind of like I don't taste sugar, and it's like sour sweet, you know. Like it really reminds me of something else though, something more common, because I don't think I was trying, you know, camel thorn tea before in my life. So it reminds me of something else, like really, I mean, it's from the family of like the bean plants, so I guess there's like a bunch of relatives that might kind of taste similarly, I guess. Alright, that was good. Well, I guess I just kind of still YOLO. Bathroom break later, maybe. We'll see. Alright. Well, let's get ready then. Ooh, connection might be a bit pipiggy while I'm putting this on. I guess it disconnected the tethering. Get me tether back. Got him. go. All right, there we go. Get this back on. Got them. Good. All right, that was very nice. Let's go. Time to walk towards the fortress then. There it is. All right, all good. All good. Спасибо большое, до свидания. Ooh, back into the heat. Back into heat. All right, so let's see. Got everything. Now, okay, one moment. Hello, portable. Hello. I'm in MK Shymkent. One moment, just gonna close. I just gonna see where we going. How we going? Oh, Chef Burger. That's the same in Uzbekistan. It's kinda alright. Kinda alright, but nothing crazy. You know what? Let's go back this way. This way. So this way, then to the left. So we're gonna pass the Orthodox Christian church actually here. There's a lot of like Russians, as I guess everywhere in like the post-Soviet space, but Kazakhstan had a bunch too. Even though like usually it's not the southern parts of Kazakhstan, obviously closer to the border, but well, still a lot looks like. How hot? It was 35. Let me see how much it is now actually. It was 34, refresh, 33. All right, so kind of going lower now. 30 minutes supposed to be 28 already, so it's actually kind of getting comfier now. Getting comfier. Better than when I was walking here, that's for sure. Now, 1 second, tether, go back. One SIM card. No, technically I'm today on 2 SIM cards maximum, and it was actually really good connection, dude. So far I think everything was good, right? Like no drops, nothing. Everything's really good. Just on 2 SIM cards, so connection's pretty nice. You know, worst case also, if the taxi will be too expensive, I can take like the inside the city bus. Let's go here. I wonder how the pay works here, because in Uzbekistan nowadays you can't pay with cash anymore. Like if you want to pay with cash, you need to basically like go to the special like office and buy like the special, you know, ticket with QR code. They removed the cash pay because, you know, drivers were taking that cash in their pocket. So they remove it now. Even though it's Uzbekistan. You know, Uzbekistan is absolutely nice, like super kind place. So today, I mean, I took metro before many times, but I never went on the bus. I'm gonna like walk some like local classic districts, see like the usual again. There's all the questions about the pipes. There's the classic gas pipe there, and looks like even some. I'm not sure what the second pipe is actually. Like it doesn't look like water because that doesn't look very sealed, you know. So I'm not so sure actually the fuck is that. I mean, that does look like water though. Oh, I guess maybe there is actually like This is just the outer part. Maybe inside there is like some different pipe. Yeah, it does look like water. So yeah, people who don't have the transport card and stuff and bank cards, they pretty much were just like, you know, getting into the bus. And some lady who had the bank card, like transport card is yours only. Like you scan the transport card, you pay for ticket, done. You can't scan it again anymore. But bank card, you can pay for as many people as you want. So they basically were giving cash to lady. And lady was, you know, scanning that credit card for them, buying them the tickets that way technically. Yeah, it's like mega common stuff here. Above ground against earthquakes, yeah, I assume. At least that's the reason I heard before. Easy to rebuild, yeah. Well, I mean, it's more safe, right? Like, it's not gonna be like breaking above ground that much. Like to damage these will take some time. Yeah, you don't need to dig stuff either. Like, it's not gonna break from the earthquake most likely. Like, it should be like some mega earthquake. Like, it's gonna shake them, right? Because they are like in the air, but I doubt it's gonna shake them to the point when it like breaks. And insane fancy gates here. Really nice shade here, so that was a good idea to go here. On the buy a house. Something there. Not sure. There's many biggest earthquakes. Ooh, dude, Tashkent earthquake and stuff. There was a lot of shit gone. And I assume when it was shaking Tashkent that hard, I guess here it was shaking quite hard too. Because, I mean, it's like 100 kilometers. Tashkent was destroyed by that stuff, dude. Alright, 1 second, going here. Oh, there it is. There it is. There you have the Orthodox Church here. There's a bunch in Tashkent too. Letting me pass. So nice. That was so far still. The Orthodox Church. Some icons and all that. Don't want to go too far in. St. Nicholas. And named after him here. Get all the religions. Even the church has ACs, dude. There it is. Getting a little too hot. Getting a little too hot, man. heading this way. I'm gonna check the course. So I'm getting where I'm supposed to be. Turkestan Kushesi. So the Turkestan street. It's like also like languages are kind of similar, but not exactly. Some words are like more or less the same. So like Kushesi in Tajikistan, I think it was Kucha. Or was it in Kyrgyzstan actually? And the cat's just chilling, waiting for some treats, I guess. Kocha? Okay, yeah, so like Kucha in Tajikistan. In Uzbekistan it's Kuchasi. Here is Kushasi. Kyrgyzstan I don't remember actually. I think also Kushasi or something like this. In Russian street would be улица, but like the highway is шоссе. I don't know if those are connected really. It could be from other language. A lot of trees here. Very nice, very nice. They don't like care too much about the lawn, I can see though. But at least trees are doing fine. They don't cut bushes and stuff. Yep. They actually don't even cut them when the cables are there. That's a recipe for disaster. Because in our summer house, for example, like quite often they either do it themselves, like the administration, or they just kind of like, you know, order you to do it. Like your trees under the cables are getting too tall, or the branches are too far and might be damaging the cables, so you need to go and start trimming that shit. The bush is meter high. Well, to be honest, like in many places in Uzbekistan too, they kind of they trim them, but I think mostly in terms of width. Like they're not really like trimming stuff in terms of height because they want things high because shade. Like it's in all these hot countries, everything is about shade. Like any source of shade is a blessing. No one's touching that, you know. Source of shade, source of water, those things are saint. Drivers here are really nice too, I see so far. That's good. I assume the road police is also, you know, pretty brutal here. There's the mosque here. But it's like kind of like, yeah, it's the new mosque, so nothing super crazy there. Just like the hall for the prayer. I mean, when you have like, you know, like 40, 50 in summer, you don't want to be in the sun. That sun just gonna destroy you. Like all the things you see here is kind of like good to like, you know, learn. Kind of like the wisdom, you know, the people living here. Like for example, we got like I took on the IRL trip previously, right? I took the cab, like, and I told my friend, like, yo, dude, you better get the cab, man. You don't want, because sun gonna destroy you. But, like, me kind of to the lesser degree, but he got really, really burned on. Like, I have long hair, right? So it's easier for me. But he got burned all his like neck, all the back side of his head. Like ears, you know, behind the ears, neck, everything was like completely burnt. And locals, you know, you see some dude, first of all, they have their like traditional hat, right? And that dude just kind of has some sort of like piece of cloth, you know, or something that he just kind of like puts under that hat, so it just kind of like, you know, hangs down to his shoulders. And that's it, everything is kind of closed, you know. The full lobster mode, yeah. Kind of not the poggiest place to walk. But yeah, I managed to kind of burn a little too. But not too bad. Let me see, I think we need to go to the left somewhere here. Oh yeah, for sure. Could even do it a bit earlier. Actually, I think it's fine. Let's go here. Oh, that's some like... That's a road probably where like some, you know, smart people trying to like circumvent the main traffic. And then this road also becomes fucking jam. There it is. Because totally doesn't seem like some sort of like very important road, but it's full of cars standing. I'm gonna like cross here while it's... well, it's fine. Everyone trying to be fine here, it looks like. Now everyone is staying here. Classic. You think you outsmart everyone. You think you do, but you don't. Oh man, it's gonna be interesting to walk here now. There we go. Going uphill here. Fix the brakes. That's where the flow of the smart asses starts. They don't know yet. Kick. Now they know. I see the money, yeah. It's not even that bad. Not even that bad. But knowing it's kind of small-ish city, that makes you more mad. Oh yeah, the mega parking too, true. Lada Priora, den son. That's a lot of Lada actually here, to be honest. Might be one of the highest concentrations I've seen so far. as of recent. There is another one, 14. My friend in college had one. And some insane boss and everything there. It was all fucking vibrating and falling apart when he was turning it on. Shit, how to cross here even. I think I cross here first. Yeah, this seems at least more doable to cross here. Alright, follow this road, then we turn to the right. Okay. Yeah, always telling myself that, like, you know, for IRL streams and stuff, I'll get some sunscreen, and then I just kind of end up, well, you know, I already like got a little light tan, so I'm kind of getting some protection slowly, all good, pace is good, and then some like mega stream happens, and I still get all red,
Магазин зашла.
At least we can cross here. It seems like some Nuga street here. Got a lot of people. Can I actually pause here? Doesn't seem like it. Shit. Well. I guess I can this way. Some work's going on. Just sunscreen and be smart. True. I forgot my cap today, so not that smart today. But it's only one day stream, so not too bad. It will be all right. It's also a little cloudy, a little. And I had some moments in the shade, had some break in the restaurant, so not exposed to the sun too much. I'll take it, I'll take it. Lavash chicken shawarma. So they're making chicken here. Interesting. Don't make the lamb one. Where is my horse shawarma? That would be interesting. Probably not that good though, unless you add some fat from the side. Final trash bin. Street food. Sausage. Alright, that's the underground pass. We don't need that, I think. I need to go this way because, yeah, people waiting for the bus, I guess. Just took over everything. All right, going forward here still. Piles of bricks there, yeah. Fire guard. Mega honk. A lot of pawn shops here, actually. Another one. Dude, there's a lot of them. Holy, one after another. Needs asphalt. get yourself the hijama. Damn, son. That's actual turn. Didn't know. Five pawn shops in the whole branded, yeah. That's the pawn shop street looks like. Yeah, time for some fancy apartments, I guess now. There's like some apartment block is being built right on the border, pretty much. Like right before you enter the like the customs, the border control on Uzbekistan side. They building, you know, the apartment block. Like, what is this placement, dude? So you have like, you know, Kazakhstan view out of the window. All the people crossing, all the cars. All this like chaos under your house, under your windows, right next to your door. That doesn't sound that comfy. Someone with some beer. I wonder if they sell in regular stores or not here. Alright, getting closer. It's gonna be a bit of a park, so that's good. Oh, I guess we can go here even then. Let's go this way. What are these? Just like the sales office right next to it also. We have waterings of some grasses. And everyone just like sitting nearby, enjoying some water spraying, you know. Or the Basi Mishiti. It's a newer one. And someone like looks like selling stuff right next to it also. Interesting. There's one way to do it. And it's like the sales office for some like apartment blocks or something also, I assume. That's an interesting neighborhood for the mosque, I guess. Vigus Flagus. Mega monument. Which one is this one? Which one's that? Yerata Aniti. I wonder if it has the explanation what it is then. Because it does seem like it says everything on in Kazakh, even in Latin there. Some quotes. I think there's the table in front there, tablet. Oh, that's the quote from from the first president there. But what exactly? So I assume kind of like some freedom or something. It doesn't say on the map exactly. Need the translation for that one then. Dwight Warmelo, Nick. Stream still on. Yep, a little longer. We do still have some place to go. And I think it's there. I wonder if I can enter there. I wonder. Doesn't seem like a lot of traffic going on, you know, so I'm not so sure actually. So I'm not so sure actually. Nice, very warm, nice. No, okay, someone's walking there, so I guess you can. You know, gonna cross the park, and there's gonna be the fortress complex. We're gonna check how it is. Stairs, good thing I already recovered since last time, so it's not too bad. Seen worse, seen worse. Gonna be up. This one goes even higher uphill there. Nice, Nick, nice. Getting some dang stuff. So the stats for the Mega Flag looks like 1009. 8x 16 meters. 50 meters tall. What's the 25 meters then? I wonder. It's 25 that like the postman? Doesn't seem like it. Yeah, doesn't seem like it at all. All in Kazakh also. (2006). Also with quotes of the first president. Also. The Mega Spears. And the bull even there too. Sun on this side. It's like some mega torch. Violence from StarCraft, yeah. True. It's also probably only in Kazakhstan though, I would assume. Yeah, just like some chronicles every year there. At the yearly chronicles. Yeah, different events that happened. Achievements and stuff. Achievements of the country over the years. Altın Shanarak. Oh, altın is gold, eh? Shanarak, I wonder. That kind of seemed like some sort of like torch, but nah, maybe not. Big boy. Get some insane lighting there, I guess, at night too. Sorry, like the park is all empty. Massive blunt going to the sky, yeah. Let me see, where was the fortress? Fortress is... yeah, from here I should be exit right there, I think. Let's see. Or maybe where the people are. Let me see. Should be there somewhere even. Well, let's see. I should be able to see it. Eternal flame. Eternal flames are kind of like common in Russia for like the World War II memorials, especially. I assume there is a bunch here too, probably. Still kind of from like, you know, the Soviet times and stuff. Could be, could be. They do have those, they do have those. Kind of tricky times to have them, you know, maintained and stuff, because some PPG TikTokers and stuff love to do some dumb shit around them. That's why I think you can go legit to jail nowadays for. Because like some people are like barbecuing some sausages on it, you know, burning some other things in it. So now they got like way more strict with that stuff. Alright, if you go here... oh, then there is another entrance here. Is that the one? That's probably the one. Let's see. Yeah, I guess that's also the entrance. Let's try. Shymkala. So it's like the Shymkent fortress. Kala is fortress in Turkic languages. I wonder if you can go here. That looks like very, you know, abandoned. Let's put it that way. a while ago. Okay, seems kind of like, yeah, you can't really go here. So not from here, I guess. That's where it looks abandoned. So I guess we go around. This seems kind of like the staff entrance then. So then we go down to the side, following the road. Camera, center, not on me, this way. Some fucking ant just like casually strolling on my phone. The fuck? At least that's an ant. Could be worse. Could be worse. There is the fortress. There it is. Someone's sitting there, so guess we'll need to pay. I wonder how much. Local currency currently going down. Let's see. Right. Здравствуйте. Один взрослый входной.
Успеете?
А до скольки она?
До 7.
Ну, да, пройдусь, хотя бы посмотрю.
Вы турист?
Да.
Ой.
Спасибо. Да, все, ничего показывать не надо там. Спасибо. А? Да, да, обязательно. Здравствуйте.
Как зайдете, знаете, да?
А?
Как зайдете, знаете?
А здесь открыто? Или
теперь
все равно нужно просканировать?
Вот отсюда начнете, вот это юрт есть же,
Ага.
по нем, потом второй юрт.
Туда, вот так, ага.
Да, вот так, налево. Второй.
Угу.
Направо там мастерская, потом наверху.
Угу.
И дальше вот так трап идет.
И обратно
подземный
сюда.
ход.
Подземный ход. Ага, хорошо, спасибо. Так, значит, так, и вот так.
это плата.
Ага, спасибо. Let's go. Can go on the wall, looks like. And we have still the stuff there. We need to make it in time before 7. Lemon, hello. So 40 minutes. Man, I hope I'll have enough monies after that though. Citadel 19th century, archaeological excavations. As you can see some. Museum of Catacombs. It's $2 entrance, not too much, but yeah, since at 7 they're gonna be closed. You'll turn low. There you go. And the insane wells there. Someone is throwing coins, so I guess it was open at some point. Interacting with locals, well, I mean, that's the stuff here, you know. Needed to buy the ticket. Tourist pay $2. So we're kind of gonna be going fast-ish because 40 minutes before it's all closing. And the excavation sites, I'm just following this path pretty much here. That's what he explained. It's kind of not the big fortress, not, you know, like some dink stuff in previous cities we visited, so it won't be that long here, I guess. Is it just like some insane mega toilet there? No, it can be probably like some sort of like cooking stuff or other. And just get like the fire down there and get like this some insane vat on top of that. Smell of fresh paint. Can't you just like enter here really, just for free? Doesn't seem like anyone here even. The Jatkhana there. I'll see, maybe I'll make a stop there. Then we go in the wrong direction. Didn't hear the explanation how to do it. Bad mistake if you use it as a toilet, yeah. Okay, what's this one here? Residential complex. 16th, 17th centuries. Southwestern part of Shahristan. Construction residential complex is bordered by the city's main streets, the eastern and western sides. Complex consisting of several residential buildings and public facilities dates back to the period of Kazakh Khanate. So these were all the residential buildings here. Can pass here too. And just uses like the storage room, looks like. It's not like even that windy, but you can hear all the tent making noises. See, well, the whole region was called that way. I guess they do some like some bow marking here also from time to time. I guess not this time though. And this path is already sort of falling apart too. That's an interesting one. I guess we go through. Like the path ends here, but then it resumes there. So I guess we do. Gonna step in the antiquity. Bonka is. Touch the sand. The ancient sand. You go in the wall here though. Kinda seems like you can. Some kanonese. Some fancy stuff at the top. Them nice views, eh? Nice views indeed, eh? Yeah, like all the lights and stuff here. But closing at 7 though. Guess just like not that much a demand to keep it running in the evening. It does seem kind of like, you know, everything is already winding down. Man, I don't think I'm gonna find the minibus. That kind of sucks balls. Still hopium. There's someone just chilling there, I guess. There's like some that's the house, the water. And the water they be put in here. Not at the moment, so it's not exactly like a fountain or anything, just basically the water storage. Not sure what was kind of like, you know, the idea with having them kind of so like wide in the open for the water storages. Same in Uzbekistan too. I guess it's kind of more just to have, you know, like big open, you know, like mirror of water, so you have the kind of more. Yeah, there is house. Artificial reservoir. There it is. Supplied with water from the Kachkarata River. Constructing irrigation canal Aruk on the eastern side of the ancient settlement. House was built in this part of the settlement to provide water to the garrison and settlers during the siege of the fortress. There it is. Successive, I say. Yeah, this like there's plenty of the obscure ones for sure around 100%. So we can enter from there too. Into the citadel. Citadel looks all fresh and new, all fancy. This also seems kind of like you can just enter here. I'm like probably like the only person who like bought the fucking ticket today. Like my soon to be lost 10 gear. Like what do I have there left even? 2K, 6K, dude. I'm basically like if there is no bus already, I need to get the taxi below again like 1,500 to get there to the bus station. And then hopefully it is actually promised 4,000 price, because more I don't have. And they ain't really exchanging zoom that well here. Before you can enter here, that'll be a big sod goose. Now that should be passage. One of them views. Говорим. I'm gonna get even more. That's where we were. Oh, the wind here feels good. It's the leftovers of the citadel, I guess. Well, it wasn't the citadel. Is Zodiac? I am. Is Fiab Sairam. Column at the beginning of the 11th century from the Mosque of Idris Prophet. Inscription on the lower belt means Allah, Muhammad is the messenger of Allah. Middle belt, Allah and praise be to Allah, and there is no God but Allah. Text with year in the month of Ramadan in the year 404. The sun. That year was a while ago. The urban landscape. Coom gun. Not for coom. Oh damn, that's the water pipe actually. Hookah. From 19th century. Interesting. What they discovered here in Shymkent. A bunch of coins. Jewelry. More buka. Family law in Persian, actually. There it is. Another cool gun. It's just door closing. Mishkatul Mashabih. Collection of poems by Azerbaijani poet. That's already modern stuff. I know that guy. Baburjan Mamashuli. My school is named after him. That was the World War II general. Favorite general of Fidel Castro, actually. As one of the few people from Soviet Union who actually traveled to Cuba to teach. He had like books on his like strategies when he was fighting Germans under Moscow, around where I live actually. That's why the school is named after him. Alright, this is a bit dark already here now. My camera can handle that though. Firing plugs, light, the lamps. Yeah, a bunch of ceramics here. The inkwells. There's still paintings even. I guess the first one looks like a photo though, or is it also painting? Yeah, that's photo. 1871. So yeah, that one was not really preserved well. Sirdarya Mother River. Not as big as in some other places we've been, but nice. For a little city that is not even really touristic, that is actually pretty cool, like complex in general, I guess. Oh, the wind feels good. Like all the arms being kind of like a little wet there walking inside. Walking inside was kind of too warm. Even 20 minutes still. We good. We good. I think we can follow the wall here actually. Don't think it's closed here. And then we're gonna enter some dungeon there at the end. And get to the exit. So doable. The lights, I don't think it said actually which year they were now. Do seem kind of old, eh? Like I don't know if there was like the glass installed on top of those, or it was literally just kind of fire there. Still probably like kerosene lamps and stuff, so it can't be that old. Unless they were burning something else in, not sure. And this side of the city. Man, it do be really massive though. It do be really massive. Have to say. Like, I didn't expect it to be this big. When I realized where like the bus stop is compared to the place where I kinda plan to start the stream, I was like, ah, shit. And I was like 20 something minutes ride on the taxi, and the price was kind of chunky. I just hope I'll manage to get at least that price. I doubt it'll be lower, but at least that price. Then at least I'm gonna have enough to get the taxi back. Like Uzbek money I at least have. Getting well, actually, yeah, that's kind of like the problem. I could exchange more, then I would be having less Uzbek money. But I have card at least there. That would be easier. And I have like that part there too, I guess. That part seemed like the one that is kind of closed though. I approached from that side and that was closed, I think. Nice portable, nice. Enjoy. Sounds good. Was there like the underground thing he mentioned? Archaeological excavations, I guess that's the path then. I'm not sure if there will be any undergrounds. There's just more excavations here. Maybe that's what he meant though. It reminds me of like how we with my friend were going to Samarkand for job. Also all the excavations. Just running on that hill there. With all the ancient stuff inside. That was very, very slowly excavated. Still is. So much still work ahead. It already seems like it was like covered and just, I guess, kind of left for the better times a long time ago, because like all the cloth or whatever we use for cover is already falling apart. Now, lack of budgets, I guess, and lack of budgets for the excavations. At least kind of, you know, like smart to somewhat preserve it. It's always when you don't excavate, you need to at least preserve it for the next, you know, generations. Then gonna have better technologies and better budgets and more knowledge on how to do the excavations. And then boom, some random tree already growing even. Doesn't sound right. That's quite a big one. Quite a big, like a living quarters here in the fortress. Very good positioning actually, right? With all the views we witnessed from here. It's pretty good positioning too. Very nice. Alright, time. We're good, So then don't close it without me leaving Monka is. I'm gonna live in the ancient settlement until tomorrow. At least then I catch the easy bus and cheaper bus. Worth. It's gonna get comfy with some spiders and stuff probably though. See some birds, gonna befriend the birds so they eat the spiders off me. Now, there's actually an exit from there. We'll see. I kind of wanted to see what he mentioned as some sort of underground thing, but I guess maybe he meant like the excavation site. Maybe that's why the translation difficulties. Talk about content, yeah. Gonna get the tent and like hide it here somewhere. Alright, 1 second. Is there a Rathana there? Maybe I go pay a Rathana some visit real quick. Alright, 1 moment guys. I'll check and be right back. Alright, we're back. Yeah, USB not connecting. Why not connecting? It's like literally one SIM card is carrying everything today. Holy, mostly. For now at least, because USB somehow said no and left for some reason. I don't get why. Okay, I'm on. goes Pipega. А? Уже все? Я просто там вот подземелье-то не зашел еще. Подземную часть не зашел еще.
Надо было оттуда вот так проходить.
По поверху, по крыше, по стене?
Закрывать.
Ну все, да, ладно уж тогда. Спасибо.
Пожалуйста.
До свидания.
Как, нормально?
Да, хорошо. Здорово очень. Очень здорово.
Нравится?
Красиво. Вид хороший тоже.
2 века
Ага.
здесь начинать.
Угу. Очень здорово.
Город Shymkent.
Угу. Вот как.
Когда зеленая была.
Угу.
Поэтому назывались Shymkent.
Угу. Красиво.
Когда вот это разобрали, как война была здесь. Все.
Угу. Все разрушено было? Ну хорошо, что восстанавливают, все здорово. Красиво.
За 4 года вот это все восстанавливали.
За 4 года? Супер. Классно. Ну, удачи, успехов вам, чтобы все дальше восстанавливалось. Очень здорово. Спасибо большое.
А вы откуда?
Из Москвы. Ага. Путешествую маленько по окраинам, по окрестностям. Смотрю. Узбекистан тоже так везде.
Последний раз вот здесь Чернаев жил.
Угу.
Чернаев, знаете?
Знакомая фамилия, забыл. Я, кстати говоря, Бауыржан Мамышев Улы, это моя школа в честь него названа.
Вот это Чернаев с Россией проходил.
Угу.
Он разбомбил здесь все.
Все разбомбил и жил потом здесь?
Потом хотел Ташкент взять. Возле Ташкента помню. Поэтому там...
Погранпост Черняевка называется, да. Поэтому. Интересно, я не знал даже. А Бауыржан Мамышулы, моя школа его именем называется. Моя школа имени Бауыржана Мамышулы. То есть я про него тоже читал. Очень интересно было. Очень интересный генерал был. Ну ладно, пойду потихоньку. Да? Да он и сейчас зеленый, в принципе. Так, еще, очень
Вот
даже.
здесь как называется? Вот это бригадиры жили. Там
генералы, наверное, больше уже. Руководство.
Руководство. А вот на улице сейчас все дома стройные же. Вот здесь хозяйство не было. Семена посадил, вот этот как урожай. Вот здесь название Хошхарата, река есть. Вот так пойдете. Вот это стоит же, на нем вот так спустится там. Река Хошхарата.
Я проходил там, да. Я оттуда шел как раз. Хорошо. Здорово все.
Поэтому назвали здесь Shymkent.
Переводится именно как зеленый город или как переводится?
Зеленый город.
Зеленый город. А у меня район Москвы Зеленоград называется.
С Тараза до Ташкента. Середина здесь. Все гости здесь останавливаются, покушать, потом поехали.
Ну ладно, я побегу уже, наверное. Спасибо большое. До свидания. Got a bit of history lesson too. Yeah, they rebuilt everything for 4 years. In 4 years. In 4 years, they rebuilt all this. 4 years ago, they started. So basically, in war, everything was destroyed. And now they are rebuilding everything. All right, why my phone refuses to get the tethering going, dude? I want more SIM cards. Well, it doesn't matter already. Gonna be like finishing soon because yeah, time to go. Try to catch the bus. That is like one very poor SIM card. Yeah, just ask where I'm from. And then was just kind of explaining, why like Shymkent is called that way because translated green city. It was really green. I mean, I'd say it's still quite green. Telling some other, stories from the Russian general who destroyed the fortress was also planning to take Tashkent, but died on the way And now the border post actually between Kazakhstan and Uzbekistan is called Chernyaevka, and Chernyaev was the general. And I told him that my school is named after Babarizhan Mamyshuly, the one I mentioned, the one I showed there. So yeah, just kind of a little conversation, just asking how I liked it. Son needed to follow the wall, looks like. So I guess he thought, you know, it will be not interesting for me anyway to go through archaeological stuff. So just thought I will go through the wall, and then you kind of get into some underground stuff. Okay, this is very interesting, but how the fuck do I leave? I think I need to return. Yeah, this just like follows the wall here. I need to return, get to the road. And yeah, there is no like pedestrian passage there either. I guess there is no. Well, I guess I'm just gonna call taxi there and go from there all the way. From there all the way. All right. So gonna be then calling it around here, because yeah, it's time to catch the taxi to the bus stop. Try to catch the bus, hopefully the bus, because it's cheap, to the border, because taxi will be more expensive. And yeah, going back home to Tashkent, and tomorrow we back live from the PC. That's gonna be the plan. That's gonna be the plan. So yeah, thank you guys. A little short, but wasn't too bad. It wasn't too bad. Nice food, nice fortress, nice views. Everything's nice. Feels good. Feels good, man. In 4 years, very good also. Very impressive. So yeah, gonna be calling it, and I'll see you tomorrow, 9 a.m. CEST. Ooh, we'll see. There'll be some new stuff probably for tomorrow already. I hope I'll remember to download. I do have some stuff already prepared though. There will be probably Promise Mascot Agency. I need to finish that one. And a bit of Clair Obscur. So gonna be like mega variety again of stuff. And yeah, I will see you there, guys. Thank you for watching. Thank you for hanging out. Appreciate it a lot. Turn around. And yeah, see you all tomorrow. Enjoy the rest of the evening. Love you all. Bye bye.